Hey everyone, this is Yulong. I recently ruptured my Achilles tendon and it's been 12 weeks since my surgery. I'm officially out of a boot and start wearing regular shoes. Today I want to talk about all kinds of shoes that I tried and ones that worked for me and ones that didn't and why, so that hopefully when you are also at the similar stage, you can use this as a reference. Of course, I'm not sponsored by any brands that I'm going to mention in the video. Also, all opinions and thoughts are coming from me, myself. That means it doesn't necessarily apply to you. You might have different needs, or you have a different situation, or maybe you're just in a different stage. Remember, right now I'm at week 12 after my surgery. So I'm basically looking for the first pair of shoes that I can wear after the boot. Anyway, let's get started. I want to first talk about the two biggest things when I'm looking for the pair of shoes that I can wear. The first is I need to avoid too much dorsiflexion still. This means I need to have a shoe with some heel drop. You know, the heel needs to be higher than the toe, which I think most of the tendon rupture patients need that. Even if you can't do a lot of dorsiflexion, having that kind of heel drop just sort of support your tendon better. The second thing that I need is, right now my tendon is still very fragile and very weak. So anything that's firm, that's rubbing against the tendon could easily sort of agitate him. And it will get super tender, it will swollen like crazy. I definitely need a pair of shoes where the parts that's close to your tendon need to be very soft, or it just doesn't have this part at all. So these two things sort of are my biggest concerns when I'm looking into the pair of shoe. That also eliminates actually a lot of options for me already. Let me go through the ones that didn't work for me first, and then I'll talk about the ones that actually worked for me and why they are good and why I like them. So first of all, these are my shoes before my injury, and you can see these are just like regular sneakers, and these definitely is not gonna work because not only they are flat, it doesn't have any heel support. This part, I think they call it collar, is also directly, it's like very tight. It's supposed to actually lock your ankle in, right? But that will rub against my tendon so bad that I just couldn't bear it at all. Then the next, what I tried is just generic running shoes. These didn't work either. This is my old running shoe. It's a generic one. It does have the heel drop, but again, this thing, even it's very soft, if I wear this a little bit too long, like if I went out for dinner with this one, towards the end of dinner, I would definitely feel the rub here against my tendon. It gets my tendon so tender that I feel like I could not walk. So yeah, this doesn't work either. At that time, I pretty much stopped looking for regular running shoes. This is a new pair of shoes that I bought from Skechers that I thought it gonna work because it has a pretty good heel drop. And then you can see here, at the first I thought this guy is pointing outwards, so maybe it doesn't lock your tendon too bad. But when I have this in my hand, I notice, I'm not sure if you can see it, there is actually a pretty firm foam here that's supposed to be, I guess the feature of this shoe is that you can wear this shoe without your hands. So this guy is actually trying to lock your tendon and ankle in so that it stays firmly on your foot without your hands to sort of tie any laces and things like that. But anyway, because of this firm foam, it doesn't work for me either. I also tried Birkenstock because I heard people mention about it. What's Birkenstock is basically this sandal, so I don't mind the colors. I bought this because the website only has this at my size with this color. It has a couple features. First is it's not flat, so you need in any case, if you're a tendon rupture patient, you need to avoid those flat sandals or slippers at all, right? Those are like big no-no because they are pretty flat. It doesn't have heel support, it doesn't have ankle support, it doesn't have anything. But this one, I think hopefully you can see from the picture that it does have a pattern on the sole that supports your foot pretty good. And in fact, I think Birkenstock, one of the selling points of Birkenstock's shoes are that this design on this sole that's supposed to give you a lot of good support, not only for I'm not sure it's specific for your tendon, but it's good for like a lot of different foot injuries. So supposed to be good. And another good thing is that it has like a cup shape here, again because of the design. And what's good about this is it allows me to put heel lift here, even if it's just a sandal, right? If you think about sandals, because of the flat design, if you put a heel lift here, it will just get lost, right? But because it has this cup shape, it allows me to put the heel lift here when I still need it. So that helps a little bit. But I don't think I can wear this right now. On one thing, I don't actually find the pattern very comfortable. I heard that you need to get used to this pattern if you are wearing Birkenstock. And also because it doesn't have any heel drop, so I need the heel lift here in order to make this work. I also bought like different one that's supposed to be even softer inside, but I think the similar feeling I got is like right now I don't want this unless I need a heel lift here all the time. So I skip this as well. Okay, now we've went through all the shoes that I tried that didn't work. Now I'm gonna show you the shoes that works for me. So first is actually one of my old shoe. It's just like a running shoe. It's from this company called Allbirds. There are a few features. First one is it's very soft. So it's made of wool, I guess. So like when you wear it, it's supposed to feel like very soft feeling and very light. I guess because I've been wearing this for like a couple years now, so it's a little bit worn out, but that's actually good. So you can see here why this works for me. Again, like you have a heel drop here, but also the tendon area, like the heel area, is actually very loose and very soft. I'm not sure if you can tell by the shoe, but like it has like a very thin layer here only. And because I bought this actually a little bigger than my usual shoe, so when I wear this with or without heel lift, this guy doesn't rub against my tendon too much. This is the pair of shoes that worked for me at the beginning, and I wore this for quite a while. And then I find something even better. Oh, before that, so that's when I thought, okay, maybe I should buy another pair of Allbirds running shoes because this one sort of works out, but it's a little bit worn out. And also, like I say, I bought this pair of shoes larger than my usual shoes. So I thought like maybe I bought one that's more fitting, I will feel even better. So this is what I did. But then it doesn't. Not only because it's tighter, because it's smaller, which is fine. Actually, it's more fitting than my old ones. But I think I couldn't remember it's because this is a new design or it's just because it's new. This thing you can see here, this is very thick and kind of firm. So when I wear this, it's actually rubbing against my tendon. So I immediately take it off. I cannot bear it. Okay, the old running shoes work out sort of, but it's not fitting too much to my foot, and also it still has this thing that sometimes also rub against my. I mean, it's a much gentler rub, but it still rub against my tendon. So I found this pair of shoe online, totally by accident, and it has been my shoe ever since. Now you can see here it looks like a regular Nike running shoe, right? It does have a pretty nice heel drop, which I like, but the real trick is here. So I couldn't remember the name. I'll put it in maybe in my description. It's a pair of shoes that doesn't have the lace. I don't know how to say this. It does have this, but you don't have to tie the laces. The way to wear this is it has a zip here, if you can see, right at the heel area, and you're supposed to pull this tab. You can see that's just a Velcro tab. And then if you keep pulling, you actually open the shoe in this way. So you probably already know where I'm going at. If you open this and you don't close this, you don't have anything here to rub against your tendon, right? Which makes my tendon super happy. I have actually used this. This is my primary shoe, running shoes right now. I wear this whenever I go outdoor. And of course I leave this open. I don't close this. If you close this, it's just a regular running shoes that don't work for me. But yeah, this has been really good. And because the rest of the parts are just regular running shoes, I was able to have this stay on my foot pretty firmly, and I don't have to worry about the fact that because it doesn't have this, it doesn't have a very good support. Of course, the support here is limited, but I think because most of the parts, even this side, does have support, so that's fine. And I don't mind this side. I think it's mostly because of the here that matters to me. I really don't want anything here rub against my my tendon. So yeah, this thing sort of being a lifesaver to me. I wear this. I think there was even time I wear this both indoors and outdoors because this feels pretty good. Okay, lastly, I would actually like to share a pair of sandals that I found recently and I'm wearing right now. I know Achilles tendon rupture patients are not supposed to wear sandals because, for one, they're flat. That means there's no heel drop. And then that just means you will have a stretching tendon that might make you, uncomfortable. The second thing is it also doesn't have any heel support or ankle support because there's nothing there, right? It will easily tires you out and also makes you feel less stable when you're wearing the sandals compared with, let's say, the running shoes. I didn't think there's gonna be a pair of sandals we could wear, but check this out. I actually found one very recently. I only started wearing this a couple days ago, so I didn't have much to say. But you can see here, this is like a giant heel drop here, which meaning this is not a flat sandal, right? So this actually has a heel drop, which makes my tendon feel good. It also has a pretty good support in terms of the ankle, particularly the heel area, that actually kind of locks your foot in with this thing and there's two straps. So you feel pretty steady in there, I would say. I mean, not as well as running shoes, but still much better than typical sandals or slippers. Another good thing that for me personally is you can tell that it doesn't have anything against my tendon. So I feel pretty good, honestly, wearing this. Yeah, I will keep you updated. I'm still trying it out. This is from Crocs. I think they are pretty good at making like plastic sandals. So far it's good. I would say this is, I don't have any complaint about it, but I will keep you updated. So just like this is like very customized solution for me at this stage. I don't think it works for everyone. Definitely try it out for your own needs, trying to find the best pair of shoes for yourself. Okay, these are all the shoes that I've tried, and hopefully you'll find this video helpful and useful. I definitely haven't tried every pair of shoes out there. There's so many. For example, I heard there's this brand called Hoka. A lot of people mentioned about it, that providing great support. They feel great wearing it, because those are basically, Hoka is a brand for like running and hiking shoes. So they still have a giant collar against my tendon. So I would pass for now. Maybe I will try that at a later stage when my tendon is strong enough. But if you are looking for like, comfortable, and your tendon, like you doesn't have like the issue of the collar rubbing against your tendon, go for it and try different kinds of running shoes. Definitely cool. Yeah, that's all for this video. I'll see you in other videos. Thank you.